Welcome to our second module, where we'll explore two vital aspects of entrepreneurship: crafting a successful business model and leveraging European programs for young entrepreneurs. These topics are essential for everyone aiming to transform an idea into a sustainable venture.
In the first part of today's session, we'll focus on the business model canvas, a powerful tool that breaks down your business idea into manageable components. This will help you clarify your goals, understand your audience, and strategize effectively.
In the second part, we'll discuss European initiatives, including funding and training programs that can support your young entrepreneurs. Whether you're launching a startup, a non-profit, or a social initiative, these resources can help you take your ideas to the next level.
Let's start with the business model canvas, which was developed by Alexander Osterwalder. This framework is divided into 9 building blocks, each addressing a critical aspect of your business. Together, they create a complete picture of how your business operates.
The first building block is customer segments. This is where you define who is your business servers. Identifying customer segments helps you tailor your products or services to meet the specific needs. For example, if you are developing a fitness app, your segments might include busy professionals, teenagers, or older adults. Each group has unique preferences, and understanding these differences allows you to create customized experiences.
Next is value propositions. This block answers the question, why should customers choose your product? A strong value proposition solves a specific problem or fulfills a need. For instance, a fitness app that offers quick, targeted workouts for busy users is addressing a clear pain point: lack of time.
Once you've defined your value, you need to figure out how to deliver it. That's where channels comes in. Channels are the platforms or methods you use to reach your audience. For a fitness app, this might include app stores, social media, or partnership with fitness influencers. The right channels ensure your products reaches the intended users.
Then there's customer relationships. This block focuses on how you'll interact with and retain your customers. For example, offering personalized workout plans or a support chat can foster loyalty. Building strong relationships is key to maintaining a satisfied and engaged user base.
Now let's talk about revenue streams. This is where you identify how your business will make money. For a fitness app, revenue might come from monthly subscription or in-app purchases. Understanding your revenue model is crucial for sustainability.
The next 3 blocks focus on what keeps your business running. Key resources are the assets you need, like software developers, technology platforms, or partnerships. Key activities are the essential tasks, such as creating content, maintaining the app, or marketing. And key partnerships are external collaborators, like fitness influencers or health brands, who can boost your reach and credibility.
Finally, there's cost structure, which outlines the major expenses of running your business. For a fitness app, costs might include salaries for developers, marketing campaigns, and app maintenance. Knowing your cost helps you budget effectively and find ways to improve profitability.
Together, these 9 elements form a complete picture of your business model. The business model canvas is a flexible tool. You can update it as your business evolves or as you receive customer feedback. It's especially helpful in the early stages of entrepreneurship, as it ensures you're addressing every critical aspect of your business.
Think about a business idea you have, big or small. Which of these building blocks do you think is the most important to focus on first? Is it defining your customer segments, crafting your value proposition, or perhaps identifying revenue streams?
Take a moment to reflect or share your thoughts with the group. If time allows, we'd love to hear a few examples or ideas.
Now that we've explored how to structure a business idea with the business model canvas, let's shift gears. In the next part of this module, let's start our deep dive into the first building blocks of the business model canvas: the customer segments. This is the foundation of any successful business model. Without understanding who your customers are, it's nearly impossible to create products or services that truly meet their needs.
That's right. Customer segments define the specific groups of people or organizations your business aims to serve. These groups may vary based on demographics, behaviors, or even specific needs. Identifying and understanding these segments allows you to tailor your offerings for maximum impact.
So, why is it so crucial to define your customer segments? First, it ensures that your efforts are focused. Rather than trying to appeal to everyone, you can concentrate on the people who are the most likely to benefit from and engage with your product.
Second, it helps you allocate resources efficiently. By knowing your audience, you can make smarter decisions about marketing, product development, and customer service.
Lastly, understanding your customer segments allows you to personalize your offerings. In today's competitive market, customers expect businesses to meet their specific needs. The more targeted your approach, the stronger your connection with your audience.
Let's look at an example. Imagine you're launching a fitness app. Who might your customer segments be? Perhaps busy professionals looking for a quick, effective workout. Teenagers interested in fitness and social features. Older adults focusing on maintaining mobility and health.
Each of the segments has unique needs. Busy professionals might value time-saving feature like 10-minute workout videos. Teenagers might prefer gamified elements and social sharing. And other adults might appreciate low-impact exercises and clear, easy-to-use instructions.
Another example is Netflix. Their customer segments include families, young adults, and cinephiles. Each segment engages with their platform differently, and Netflix tailors its recommendation and content library accordingly.
So, how do you identify your customer segments? The process starts with market research. Tools like surveys, focus groups, and customers' interviews can help you gather insights into who your potential customers are and what they need.
Next, look at demographics like age, income, and location. But don't stop there. Consider psychographics too, things like interests, values, and lifestyles. For example, two people in the same age group might have very different fitness goals depending on their lifestyle.
Customer personas can also be helpful. A persona is a detailed profile of your ideal customer. It includes information about their background, goals, and pain points. Personas make it easier to tailor your products to specific needs.
Let's make this practical. Think about a product or service you use regularly. Who do you think it's designed for? Try to identify one or two customer segments.
For example, if you use a meal delivery service, one segment might be busy families looking for convenience. Another might be health-conscious individuals seeking pre-portioned and nutritious meals. Take a moment to reflect or share your thoughts in the chat.
Now, let's address a common challenge. Sometimes it's tempting to target too broad of an audience. While it might seem like casting a wide net will bring in more customers, it often leads to diluted messaging and weaker connections with your audience.
The solution is to prioritize. Start by focusing on one or two key segments, then expand as your business grows. It's better to serve a specific group exceptionally well than to spread yourself too thin.
Another challenge is assuming you know your audience without verifying through research. Remember, your assumptions might not match reality. Always validate your ideas with real data and feedback.
Customer segments are the backbone of your business model. They define who you're serving and guide every other aspect of your strategy. By identifying and understanding your audience, you can create products and services that truly resonate.
Next, we'll explore the value propositions building block. This is where you define what unique value you're offering to your customer segments. In other words, why should they choose your product or service over the competition? Let's dive in.
Now that we've defined our customer segments, the next step is the value propositions. This block is all about understanding what unique value your business offered to your customers. It answers a fundamental question. Why should someone choose your product or service over the competition?
Exactly. A strong value proposition addresses a specific customer problem or satisfies a need in a way that's unique and compelling. It's the core reason your customers will buy from you and not from someone else. It's what sets you apart in the marketplace.
So, what makes a strong value proposition? First, it must be customer focused. This means you're not just highlighting features, but emphasizing how those features benefit your customer segments. For instance, a fitness app might offer short, effective workouts. The feature is short workouts, but the benefit is saving time, something highly valued by busy professionals.
Second, a value proposition should be unique. It's not enough to solve a problem. You need to solve it in a way that's different or better than the competition. Think of Apple's iPhones. They're not just phones. They're designed to offer seamless integration with other Apple products, which creates a unique ecosystem that appeals to their loyal customer base.
Finally, it should be clear and simple. If your customers can quickly understand the value you're offering, they're likely to move on to a competition. Avoid jargon and focus on the most important benefits.
Let's look at some examples to make this concrete. Imagine you're running an online clothing store. Your value proposition might be affordable, stylish clothing delivered straight to your door. Ethical fashion made from 100% sustainable materials.
Another example is Netflix. Its value proposition is straightforward. Watch TV shows and movies anytime, anywhere. This speaks directly to their customer segments, emphasizing convenience and variety.
One more. Tesla's value proposition is about performance and sustainability. Their electric vehicles are not only eco-friendly but also innovative in terms of design and technology. This combination sets them apart from traditional car manufacturers.
So, how do you define your value proposition? Start by revisiting your customer segments. What problems do they face? And what needs are they trying to fulfill? Your value proposition should directly address these points.
Next, think about the emotional and practical benefits your product offers. For example, a fitness app might provide the practical benefit of improving health, but it might also offer the emotional benefit of increased confidence.
You can also use tools like the value proposition canvas, which breaks this process into two parts: understanding your customer needs and aligning your product's benefits to those needs. This ensures your value proposition is both relevant and impactful.
Let's try an activity. Think about a product or service you use regularly. What do you think its value proposition is? For example, a coffee shop might promise high-quality coffee served quickly so you can start your day right. Take a moment to reflect or share your ideas in the chat.
Now consider your own business idea or a project. What problem are you solving? And how is your solution unique? If you're comfortable, share your initial thoughts with the group.
Let's address some challenges. One common mistake is focusing too much on features instead of benefits. For instance, saying, "Our shoes are made of durable materials" is less compelling than "Our shoes last longer, saving you money."
Another challenge is failing to differentiate. If your value proposition sounds too generic, like "we provide great customer service," it won't stand out. Ask yourself, what makes your business truly unique?
Lastly, avoid overpromising. While it's tempting to make bold claims, it's better to underpromise and overdeliver. This builds trust and ensures customer satisfaction.
Your value proposition is the heart of your business model. It's what connects your products or services to your customer segments and gives them a reason to choose you.
Next, we'll explore channels. This is where we determine how to deliver your value proposition to your customers. From physical stores to social media platforms, choosing the right channels is critical for reaching your audience effectively. Let's take a closer look.
Now that we've defined value proposition, the next step is determining how to deliver that value to your customers. Now that we've defined value proposition, the next step is determining how to deliver that value to your customer segments. This is where channels come in. Channels are the pathways through which your business communicates and deliver its value proposition to your customers.
Think of channels as the bridge between your business and your audience. They encompass everything from marketing and sales to distribution and customer support. Choosing the right channels ensures that your message reaches the right people in the most effective way possible.
Channels can be broadly categorized into two types, those direct and indirect. Direct channels involves direct communication or interaction with your customers. For example, selling products through your website or app is a direct channel. Indirect channels involves third parties, like retailers, that help deliver your products to customers.
For instance, a fitness app might use the App Store as a direct channel to deliver its product. At the same time, it could leverage partnerships with fitness influencers as an indirect channel to promote the app.
Channels also vary based on their purpose. Some channels are used to raise awareness, others to enable purchases, and others to provide post-sale support. A well-thought-out strategy ensures that these purposes are addressed.
So, how do you define your channels? Start by revisiting your customer segments. Where do your customers spend their time? How do they prefer to engage with products or services like yours?
For example, if your target audience is young adults, you might focus on social media platforms like Instagram or TikTok. If your audience is professionals, LinkedIn or email marketing might be more effective.
Next, align your channels with your value proposition. If your value proposition is about convenience, your channel should make it easy for customers to access your product. For instance, offering a seamless online shopping experience or a user-friendly app.
Finally, test and refine. Monitor which channels perform best and double down on those. If a particular advertising campaign or distribution method isn't yielding results, don't hesitate to pivot.
Let's look at some real-world examples. Consider Netflix. Its primary channel is its online streaming platform, but it also uses email marketing, social media, and in-app notifications to engage with customers.
Another example is Apple. Its direct channels include physical Apple stores and its website. It also uses indirect channels like authorized retailers. The consistency across these channels ensures a cohesive customer experience.
A smaller scale example could be a local bakery. Direct channels might include selling through their physical store and offering pre-orders via their website. Indirect channels could involve partnerships with local coffee shops or grocery stores.
Let's try an activity. Think about a product or service you've used recently. What channels did the company use to reach you? Was it an ad on social media, a recommendation from a friend, or an in-store display?
Now consider your own business idea or project. What channels might you use to reach your target audience? Would you focus on digital channels, physical locations, or perhaps a mix of both? Take a moment to jot down your thoughts or share them with the group.
Now let's talk about some challenges. One common issue is trying to use too many channels at once. While it's tempting to be everywhere, spreading yourself too thin can dilute your efforts and waste resources.
Another challenge is neglecting to tailor your message to each channel. What works on Instagram might not work on LinkedIn. Adapting your communication style to fit each platform is essential for success.
Finally, measuring effectiveness can be tricky. It's important to track metrics like click-through rates, conversion rates, or customer feedback to evaluate which channels are performing best.
Channels are the pathways that connect your business with your customers. By carefully selecting and optimizing these pathways, you can ensure your value proposition reaches your audience effectively.
Now that we've discussed how to deliver your value propositions through channels, let's talk about customer relationships. This building block focuses on how you interact with and retain your customers. Building strong relationship is essential for creating loyalty, satisfaction, and trust.
Customer relationships define the type of connection you want to establish with each of your customer segments. Whether it's a personalized approach, community building, or automated interactions, the goal is to ensure customers feel valued and engaged.
So, why are customers' relationships so important? First, they drive retention. Happy customers are more likely to keep coming back. Secondly, they fuel growth. Loyal customers often become brand advocates, recommending your products or services to others.
Third, strong relationships provide valuable feedback. When customers trust you, they're more likely to share insights about their experience, helping you improve your offerings. And finally, they create a competitive advantage. In a crowded market, excellent customer relationships can set you apart.
There are several types of customer relationship to consider. Let's go through a few common ones. Personal service involves tailoring your approach to individuals' customers. For example, a personal trainer might design custom workout plans for each client. Self-service. Here customers help themselves through tools like frequently asked questions or online tutorials. Think of how apps like Canva provide resources for users to learn on their own. Community building. This focuses on fostering a sense of belonging among customers. Brands like Peloton have built communities for social features, challenges, and leaderboards.
Dedicated support. Some businesses offer one-on-one assistance through account managers or customer service reps. This is common in B2B companies. Automated services includes AI-powered chatbots or automated email responses. While less personal, these tools can be efficient and scalable.
Each relationship type serves a different purpose. The key is to align your approach with your customer segments and their expectations.
Let's look at some examples. Amazon uses a mix of automated and personalized approaches. Its recommendation engine offers personalized suggestions based on your browsing history, while its customer service ensures quick resolutions to issues.
Another example is Starbucks. Their loyalty programs fosters community and engagement by rewarding frequent customers with points and exclusive offers. This strengthens their bond with their audience.
A smaller scale example might be a local bakery that remembers regular customers by name and offers personalized recommendations. This level of care builds strong, lasting relationships.
Building a strong customer relationships starts with understanding your audience. What do they value most? Personalized attention, quick service, or a sense of belonging? Once you know this, you can tailor your approach accordingly.
Communication is another key factor. Whether it's through social media, email, or in-person interactions, keeping your customers informed and engaged is crucial. For example, sending regular updates about new features or special offers can keep your audience excited about your brand.
Don't forget to show appreciation. Small gestures like thank you notes, discounts for loyal customers, or shout outs on social media can go a long way in strengthening relationships.
Let's try an activity. Think about a business you admire. How does it interact with its customers? Do they send personalized emails, host events, or engage on social media?
Now think about your own business idea or project. What type of customer relationship would you prioritize? Personalized service? Community building? Take a moment to jot down your thoughts or share them with the group.
Of course, managing customer relationships comes with challenges. One common issue is finding the right balance between automation and personalization. Too much automation can feel impersonal, but too much personalization might not be scalable.
Another challenge is maintaining consistency. If a customer has a great experience one day but a poor one the next, it can damage trust. Train your team and set clear standards, and it can help ensure consistency.
Finally, measuring success can be tricky. Metrics like customer satisfaction scores, retention rates, or net promoter scores can provide valuable insights, but they're not the whole picture. Always pair data with qualitative feedback to get a full understanding of your relationships.
To summarize, customer relationships are about more than just transactions. They're about creating meaningful connections that foster loyalty and trust. By understanding your customers' needs and aligning your approach, you can build relationships that stand the test of time.
Next, we'll discuss revenue streams. This building block focuses on how your business generates income from each customer segment. It's where we dive into the financial side of the business model canvas. Let's take a closer look.
Now that we've explored how to build strong customer relationships, let's talk about revenue streams. This building blocks focuses on how your business makes money. It's essential to identify and plan your revenue streams early to ensure the financial sustainability of your business.
Revenue streams represent the income generated from each of your customer segments. This could include one-time transactions, recurring subscriptions, licensing fees, or even advertising revenue. Understanding your revenue model helps you design a business that's both profitable and scalable.
So why are your revenue streams so important? First, they determine your business viability. Without a clear plan for generating income, it's impossible to sustain operations, pay your team, or invest in growth.
Second, they guide your pricing strategy. By understanding how much value you provide to your customers, you can set prices that reflect that value while remaining competitive.
Finally, revenue streams help you prioritize your efforts. For example, if subscriptions account for the majority of your income, you'll know to focus on retaining and acquiring subscribers.
There are several common types of revenue streams. Let's break them down. Transaction-based revenue. This comes from one-time sales. For example, buying a pair of shoes at a store or paying for a downloadable ebook. Recurring revenue is income that repeats over time, such as subscriptions for streaming services or gym memberships.
Licensing revenue involves charging for the use of your intellectual property. For example, software companies offer license their products to users or businesses. Advertising revenue, it's common for platforms like YouTube or Facebook, where businesses pay to display ads to users. There are also freemium models. Here, basic services are offered for free, while premium features come at a cost. Think of apps like Spotify or LinkedIn.
Other types might include revenue from brokerage fees, rental income, or even crowdfunding. The key is to choose the model that aligns best with your value proposition and customer needs.
Let's look at some examples. Take Netflix for instance. Their primary revenue stream is subscriptions, with customers paying a monthly fee for access to content. This recurring model ensures a steady income.
Another example is Apple. They generate revenue through hardware sales like iPhones, as well as digital content and services such as app purchases and iCloud subscriptions. Their diversified revenue streams make their business more resilient.
On a small scale, consider a local bakery. Revenue might come from direct sales of baked goods, catering services, and even workshops on how to bake. Each revenue stream caters to a different customer segment.
To define your revenue streams, start by revisiting your customer segments. Ask yourself, how much are my customers willing to pay for the value I'm providing? For example, are they more likely to pay a one-time fee or prefer a subscription model?
Next, consider your competition. What are they charging? And how do their offerings compare to yours? Pricing too high could drive customers away, but pricing too low might undervalue your products or services.
Finally, don't be afraid to experiment. You might start with one revenue model and adjust as you learn more about your customers. For instance, many apps begin with a freemium model and later introduce premium features based on user demand.
Let's try an activity. Think of a product or service you use regularly. What do you think the primary revenue stream is? For example, a meal delivery service might charge per delivery or offer a subscription for unlimited deliveries.
Now consider your own business idea or project. How might you generate revenue? Would it be through direct sales, subscriptions, or maybe a combination of both? Take a moment to jot down your thoughts or share them with the group. Now, let's address some challenges. One common issue is relying too heavily on a single revenue stream. For example, if a business depends solely on advertising, a downturn in ad spending could jeopardize its stability.
Another challenge is pricing. It's not always easy to determine what customers are willing to pay. Conducting market research and testing different price points can help you find the sweet spot.
Finally, scaling revenue streams can be tricky. What works for a small customer base might not be scalable as your business grows. It's important to plan for growth from the outset.
Let's move on to the next two interconnected building blocks of the business model canvas. These are key resources and key activities. These blocks focus on what your business needs and what it does to deliver value to your customers.
That's right. If we think of your business as a machine, key resources are the parts, and key activities are the processes that make it run. Together, they ensure you can deliver your value proposition, reach your customers, and generate revenue.
Let's start with key resources. These are the assets your business needs to operate and create value. Key resources can be divided into 4 categories. These are the physical resources, tangible assets like buildings, machinery, or inventory. For example, a manufacturing company needs factories and equipment. Others are intellectual resources, tangible assets such as patents, copyrights, or brand reputation. Think of Coca-Cola's brand. It's one of the most valuable resources.
Human resources are the people who make your business work, including employees, contractors, or freelancers. For instance, a tech startup relies heavily on skilled software development. Financial resources is the money needed to fund operations, like cash reserves, lines of credit, or investment capital.
The type of resources you need will depend on your business model. For example, an e-commerce store requires a robust IT infrastructure, while a restaurant depends on high-quality ingredients and trained staff.
Now, let's talk about key activities. These are the most important tasks our business must perform to operate effectively and deliver value. They represent the action part of your business.
Key activities can also be divided into categories. Production is creating and delivering products. For example, a furniture manufacturer's key activity is designing and building furniture. Problem solving, providing tailored solutions to customer needs. Consulting firms, for instance, focus on analyzing the problems and delivering recommendations.
Platform or network management. Maintaining a platform or service that connects users. Social media companies like Facebook focus on keeping their platforms operational and engaging.
Like key resources, your key activities will vary based on your business model. For example, an online marketplace primary activities might be ensuring smooth transaction between buyers and sellers, while a non-profit's key activity might involve organizing community outreach events.
Key resources and key activities are deeply connected. For example, if your key activity is producing high-quality content for a fitness app, your key resources might include skilled video producers and a video editing platform.
Similarly, if your key activity is developing a new product, you will need resources like R&D staff, patents and testing facilities. These connections ensure your business can consistently deliver on a value proposition.
Let's look at some examples. Consider Tesla. Their key resources include their gigafactories, intellectual property related to battery technology, and a highly skilled engineering team. Their key activities revolve around designing, manufacturing, and marketing electric vehicles.
Another example is Airbnb. Their key resources are their brand, platform, and network of hosts. Their key activities include maintaining the platform, ensuring trust and safety, and growing their user base.
On a smaller scale, think about a local coffee shop. Their key resources might include coffee machines, high-quality beans, and trained baristas. Their key activities could involve brewing coffee, maintaining a welcoming atmosphere, and engaging with the community.
Let's try an activity. Think about a business or project you're familiar with. What do you think are its most crucial resources? Are they physical, intellectual, human, or financial?
Now consider its key activities. What are the most important tasks that business performs to deliver value? Take a moment to reflect or share your thoughts with a group. Managing key resources and activities isn't without its challenges. One common issue is underestimating the resources needed. For example, a startup might not anticipate the financial resources required to sustain operations in early stages.
Another challenge is focusing on the wrong activities. If your efforts aren't aligned with your value, proposition, or customer needs, you risk wasting time and money. It's important to regularly assess whether your activities are delivering results.
Lastly, scaling these components may be tricky. What works for a small business might not be sufficient as you grow. Anticipating and planning for scalability is key to long-term success.
Now that we've discussed the resources and activities that are crucial to your business, let's move on to key partnerships. This building blocks focuses on the external collaborators who help your business achieve its goals.
Key partnerships are the organizations, suppliers, or individuals that you work with to deliver value to your customers. These partnerships can help you reduce risk, lower costs, and expand your reach. They're an essential part of building a sustainable and scalable business.
So, why are key partnerships so important? First, they allow you to focus on the strength. By outsourcing non-core activities, you can dedicate more time and resources to what your business does best.
Second, partnerships provide access to resources you might not have in-house. For example, a small business might partner with a logistics company to handle deliveries instead of investing in its own fleet.
Partnerships can help you scale faster. Collaborating with established players in your industry can give you access to their customer base, technology, and expertise.
There are several types of key partnerships to consider. Let's break them down. Strategic alliances. These are partnerships between non-competing businesses. For example, a fitness app might partner with a wearable technology company to integrate their devices. Joint ventures involve two or more businesses working together to develop a new product or market. For example, Sony and Ericsson formed a joint venture to create mobile phones.
Buyer-supplier relationships. These partnerships ensure you have access to the materials or products you need. A bakery, for instance, might establish a relationship with a local supplier for fresh ingredients. And co-branding partnerships. Two companies team up to create a product or a campaign together. Think of a collaborations between Nike and Apple for fitness tracking devices.
Each type of partnership serves a different purpose, so it's important to choose those that align with your business goals and needs.
Let's look at some examples. Uber's success depends heavily on its partnerships with drivers. While the drivers are independent contractors, they play a key role in delivering Uber's value propositions.
Another example is Starbucks. They partner with coffee farmers, ensuring a steady supply of high-quality beans while supporting sustainable farming practices. This partnership strengthens their brand and aligns with their corporate values.
A smaller scale example might be a local gym, partnering with fitness instructors to offer special classes. These instructors bring expertise and help attract members, enhancing the gym's overall value proposition.
To identify potential key partnerships, start by analyzing your key resources and key activities. What resources or expertise are you missing? Where could a partner help you save time, reduce costs, or enhance your value proposition?
Next, look for partners who share your values and goals. A strong alignment ensures a smoother working. Next, look at partners who share your values and goals. A strong alignment ensures a smoother working relationship and increases the chances of long-term success. For example, if sustainability is part of your brand, partnering with eco-conscious suppliers makes sense.
Finally, think about scalability. As your business grows, will this partnership be able to grow with you? It's important to choose partners who can support you both now and in the future.
Let's try an activity. Think about a business you admire. What do you think their key partners are? For example, a food delivery app might partner with local restaurants, while an e-commerce store might rely on a shipping company like FedEx.
Now, consider your own business idea or project. What partnerships would be critical for your success? Who could help you deliver value more effectively or expand your reach? Take a moment to jot down your thoughts or share them with the group. Managing partnerships isn't always easy. One common challenge is dependency. Relying too heavily on a single partner can be risky. If that partner fails to deliver, it could disrupt your entire operation.
Another challenge is maintaining alignment. Over time, your goals or values might change, leading to conflicts with your partner. Regular communication and clear agreements can help prevent this.
Lastly, scalability can be a hurdle. As your business grows, some partnerships might no longer be sufficient. It's important to regularly assess whether your partnerships are meeting your evolving needs.
Key partnerships are essential for filling resources gaps, reducing risk, and scaling your business. Choose the right partners and maintain strong relationship with them. It can significantly enhance your ability to deliver value.
Next, we'll discuss the cost structure building block. This focuses on understanding the major expenses involved in running your business. Let's take a closer look.
We've reached the final building blocks of the business model canvas, cost structure. This block outlines all the major expenses involved in operating your business. Understanding your cost is crucial for ensuring profitability and sustainability.
Cost structure helps you answer key questions. What are the most significant costs in your business model? Which resources and activities are the most expensive? By addressing these questions, you can plan and allocate resources effectively.
Let's start by looking at the two main types of costs. Fixed costs. These expenses are the ones that remain in the same regardless of how much you produce or sell. For example, rent, salaries, or software subscriptions. Whether you sell one product or 1,000, these costs stay constant. There are also variable costs. These change based on your production or sales volume. For instance, the cost of raw material increased as you produce more goods.
Understanding this distinction helps you anticipate how costs will fluctuate as your business grows. For example, a bakery's fixed costs might include rent and utilities, while variable costs would cover ingredients like flour and sugar.
Businesses typically fall somewhere on a spectrum between cost-driven and value-driven models. A cost-driven model focuses on minimizing cost wherever possible. These businesses prioritize efficiency and often compete on price. Think of budget airlines like Ryanair or Southwest. They aim to deliver services at the lowest possible cost. A value-driven model, on the other hand, prioritizes quality and customer experience, even if it means higher costs. For example, luxury brands like Rolex invest heavily in craftsmanship and exclusivity.
Most businesses operate with a mix of both. The key is to align your cost structure with your value proposition. If your brand promises premium quality, cutting corners to save money might undermine your reputation.
Let's break down some common cost categories. Operational cost. This includes expenses related to running your business, like employee salaries, office rent, and utilities. And production cost for businesses that create physical products. This includes raw materials, manufacturing, and packaging.
Marketing costs are expenses for promoting your business, such as advertising, social media campaigns, or public relations. Technology costs are for tech-driven businesses, which might include website maintenance, app development, or cloud storage. Partnership costs occur when your business relies on key partnerships. They are costs like affiliate fees or supplier payments.
By categorizing your cost, you can better understand where your money is going and identify areas for improvement.
Let's look at some examples. Consider Netflix. Their major costs include licensing content, producing original shows, and maintaining their streaming platform. These expenses align with their value proposition of offering high-quality, on-demand entertainment.
Another example is McDonald's. Their cost structure includes real estate expenses, supply chain management, and marketing campaigns. Despite being a value-driven brand, they also focus on operational efficiency to keep costs low.
A smaller scale example might be a local florist. Their costs could include flower inventory, delivery services, and storefront rent. Understanding these costs helps them price their arrangements effectively. A smaller scale example might be a local florist. Their costs could include flower inventory, delivery services, and storefront rent. Understanding these costs helps them price their arrangements effectively.
Let's make it practical. Think about a business or project you're familiar with. What do you think are the biggest costs? For example, an e-commerce store might spend heavily on warehousing and shipping.
Now, consider your own business idea or project. What would your major costs be? Are they related to production, technology, or perhaps marketing? Take a moment to jot down your thoughts or share them with the group. Managing costs effectively is critical for long-term success. One strategy is automation. By automating repetitive tasks, you can reduce labor costs and improve efficiency. For example, many businesses use chatbots for customer support.
Another strategy is outsourcing. If certain tasks aren't core to your business, outsourcing them can save money and free up your resources. For instance, a startup might outsource bookkeeping or IT support.
Finally, consider economies of scale. As your business grows, your costs per unit often decrease. For example, buying materials in bulk can lower production costs. Planning for scale from the beginning can help you maximize these benefits.
Of course, managing costs comes with challenges. One common issue is unexpected expenses. For example, supply chain disruptions might increase the cost of raw materials. Building a financial buffer can help you navigate these surprises.
Another challenge is balancing cost cutting with quality. While reducing expenses is important, cutting too much can compromise your value proposition. It's about finding the right balance.
Finally, it's easy to overlook hidden costs. These might include taxes, compliance fees, or maintenance expenses. Regularly reviewing your cost structures ensures you're accounting for everything.
The cost structure building block helps you understand and manage the expenses involved in running your business. By categorizing costs and aligning them with your business model, you can ensure financial stability and efficiency.
This concludes our exploration of the business model canvas. Together, these 9 blocks create a comprehensive blueprint for your business. The next part of the module, we will transition to exploring European programs for entrepreneurs. Let's take a moment to review what's ahead. Now that we completed the business model canvas, let's shift our focus to European programs for young entrepreneurs. These programs are invaluable resources for anyone looking to start or grow a business in Europe. They provide funding, training, networking opportunities, and much more.
Whether you're developing a startup, launching a nonprofit, or pursuing a social enterprise, these initiatives can help you turn your ideas into reality. By leveraging these resources, you can gain support, reduce risks, and accelerate your journey as an entrepreneur.
Let's begin with an overview of 2 major European programs, Youth for Europe and Erasmus+. Youth for Europe focuses on empowering young people to actively participate in society. This includes opportunities for intercultural exchanges, volunteering, and training programs that help you build essential entrepreneurial skills like teamwork, problem solving, and leadership.
Erasmus+, on the other hand, supports education, training, and youth initiatives across Europe. For entrepreneurs, Erasmus+ offers opportunities to study, train, and collaborate internationally, providing exposure to diverse perspectives and best practices.
These programs are designed to foster creativity, collaboration, and innovation, equipping young entrepreneurs with the tools and networks they need to success.
Many of these programs operate through structured projects. Let's break down the EU project lifecycle, which typically includes 4 phases. Proposal preparation involves developing a clear project idea, identifying partners, and outlining your objectives and potential impacts. It's important to align your project with the priorities of the program you're applying to. Submission and evaluation. Once your proposal is ready, you submit it to the relevant EU body. The proposal is then evaluated based on criteria like innovation, feasibility, and societal impact.
Then it's implementation. If the project is approved, this phase involves executing the plan, managing resources, and tracking progress. Collaboration with partners is key during this stage. Reporting and dissemination. Finally, you share the project results with stakeholders, emphasizing its impact and lessons learned. This phase ensures transparency and maximizes the project's value to a broader community.
Understanding this life cycle is crucial for anyone looking to participate in EU-funded projects. It provides a roadmap for turning your ideas into actionable plans.
Creating a strong proposal is essential for securing support from European programs. Here are some tips. Make sure your project has clear, measurable goals. For example, instead of saying, "We want to help small businesses," specify how many businesses you aim to support and what outcomes you expect. Explain how your project will benefit society or the economy. For instance, will it create jobs, improve education, or reduce environmental harm?
EU programs often require detailed budget plans. Be transparent about your expenses and ensure your financial projections are feasible. Many EU initiatives prioritize projects that are both innovative and sustainable. Think about how your project can introduce new ideas while remaining environmentally. Many EU initiatives prioritize projects that are both innovative and sustainable. Think about how your project can introduce new ideas while remaining environmentally and financially viable.
A well-prepared proposal not only increases your chances of approval, but also sets the stage for successful implementation.
Let's look at an example. Imagine a group of young entrepreneurs applying for Erasmus Plus funding to launch a social enterprise that promotes digital literacy in underserved communities. Their project proposal might include objectives like training 500 people in digital skills, partnering with local organizations to host workshops, and creating an online resource hub. They could demonstrate impact by showing how improved digital skills will enhance employment opportunities in these communities. By highlighting innovative approaches, such as using gamified learning platforms and ensuring the project is financially sustainable, they increase their chances to receive funding.
This example shows how aligning your project with program priorities and presenting a clear plan can make a strong case for support.
Let's pause for a moment of reflection. If you were to apply for one of these European programs, what type of project would you propose? Think about a societal or business challenge you'd like to address.
For example, could you create a program to promote entrepreneurship in rural areas? Or maybe launch a green initiative to reduce plastic waste? Take a moment to brainstorm or share your ideas with the group.
Participating in European programs comes with both challenges and opportunities. One challenge is a competition. These programs often receive a high volume of applications. This makes it even more important to craft a compelling and well-researched proposal.
Another challenge is navigating the administrative requirements, such as compliance with EU regulations. However, many programs offer support and resources to help you through the process.
On the flip side, the opportunities are immense. Beyond funding, these programs provide access to international networks, mentorship, and visibility. Even if your proposal isn't selected the first time, the experience of applying can be a valuable learning process.
European programs like Youth for Europe and Erasmus Plus offer invaluable support for young entrepreneurs. By aligning your projects with programs' priorities and crafting strong proposals, you can access funding, training, and resources to bring your ideas to life. Let's take a closer look at the various EU youth programs designed to support young people in their entrepreneurial journeys. These programs provide opportunities for learning, networking, and funding, empowering you to bring your ideas to life while fostering collaboration across Europe.
These programs aren't just about financial support. They also focus on skill building, cultural exchange, and personal development. By participating in these initiatives, you can gain the tools, resources, and confidence needed to succeed as an entrepreneur.
Let's start with some of the most prominent programs. Youth for Europe. This program focuses on engaging young people in civic and social projects. It offers opportunities for volunteering, cultural exchanges, and collaborative projects that build skills like teamwork, leadership, and creativity. Erasmus for Young Entrepreneurs is an initiative that connects aspiring entrepreneurs with experienced mentors across Europe. Through a cross-border exchange, you can learn from established businesses while contributing your fresh perspective.
European Solidarity Corps is a program that enables young people to participate in projects that address societal challenges. such as environmental sustainability or social inclusion. It's a great way to build practical skills while making a positive impact. Erasmus Plus is a broader initiative that supports education, training, and youth projects. For young entrepreneurs, it offers funding for collaborative projects and access to international networks.
Each of these programs is tailored to different needs and stages on entrepreneurships, so you can choose the one that aligns best to your goals.
Now, let's discuss what these programs can offer. Training and mentorship. Many programs, like Erasmus for Young Entrepreneurs, pair you with experienced professionals who can guide you in developing your skills and business ideas. Programs like Erasmus Plus and the European Solidarity Corps provide grants to help fund your projects or cover expenses like travel and accommodation.
Through these initiatives, you will connect with like-minded individuals, potential collaborators, and industry experts from across Europe. Programs like Youth for Europe and European Solidarity Corps emphasize intercultural learning, which can broaden your perspective and inspire innovative solutions.
These benefits go beyond entrepreneurship. They also contribute to personal growth and a deeper understanding of the global business landscape.
Let's look at some real-life examples of projects supported by EU youth programs. A group of young entrepreneurs in Germany used Erasmus Plus funding to create an app promoting mental health awareness. The app provides resources, helplines, and community support for young people struggling with mental health challenges.
Through the European Solidarity Corps, a team in Spain launched a sustainability initiative that educated communities about recycling and reduced plastic waste in their region. Another example is a cross-border exchange facilitated by Erasmus for Young Entrepreneurs, where a tech startup founder in Italy partnered with a French AI company to co-develop a new product.
This example highlights the diverse ways in which European Union programs can support impactful and innovative projects.
Getting involved in these programs starts with identifying the initiative that best aligns with your goals. Here are some steps to take. Each program has specific eligibility requirements. For instance, Erasmus for Young Entrepreneurs requires you to have a business idea or be in the early stages of running a business. If funding or project support is involved, you'll need a well-defined proposal that outlines your objectives, expected impact, and budget.
Many programs like Erasmus Plus encourage collaboration. Look for potential partners or collaborators who share your vision and complement your skills. Applications for most programs are submitted online through their official portals. Be sure to follow the guidelines closely and provide all required documentation.
Let's try an activity. If you were to participate in one of these programs, what kind of project would you pursue? For example, would you focus on a sustainability initiative, a tech startup, or perhaps a community building project?
Think about the impact you'd like to create and how these programs could help you achieve your goals. Take a moment to reflect or share your ideas with the group.
Participating in these programs comes with challenges, such as navigating the application process or managing cross-cultural collaborations. However, the opportunities far outweigh these challenges.
Beyond funding and resources, these programs provide invaluable experiences that can shape your entrepreneurial mindset. They expose you to new ways of thinking, help you build resilience, and connect you with the global network. Now that we understand the EU project lifecycle, let's focus on the first and most critical phase, creating a successful project proposal. A well-crafted proposal is your gateway to securing funding and support from EU programs. It's your chance to demonstrate the value, feasibility, and impact on your project.
EU programs are highly competitive, and evaluators review hundreds, sometimes thousands of proposals. To stand out, your proposal needs to be clear, compelling, and aligned with the priorities of the program you're applying to. Let's go through some practical tips for crafting a winning proposal.
The first tip is to clearly define your objectives. Your project's goals should be specific, measurable, and achievable within the time frame of the program. For example, instead of saying, "We want to help small businesses," you could state, "We aim to train 200 small businesses owners in digital marketing over 6 months."
Make sure your objectives align with the goals of the EU program. If the program focuses on sustainability, for example, frame your objectives in terms of environmental impact or long-term resource efficiency.
Later, emphasize the societal impact of your project. Evaluators want to know how your initiative will address real-world challenges and benefit the community or economy.
For example, a project promoting entrepreneurship among unserved youth could highlight its potential to reduce unemployment and foster economic growth in disadvantaged areas. Use data and statistics to support your claims.
The key is to show how your project contributes to broader EU priorities, such as sustainability, digital transformation, or social inclusion.
Many EU programs prioritize collaboration. Building strong partnerships with other organizations can strengthen your proposal by demonstrating a shared commitment to success and leveraging diverse expertise.
For instance, if your project focuses on digital education, consider partnering with schools, tech companies, or non-profit organizations. Each partner should bring unique skills or resources to the table.
Be sure to outline each partner's role in the project and how their involvement will enhance its effectiveness.
A realistic budget is critical. Your financial plan should account for all expenses, including salaries, materials, travel, and administrative costs. Be transparent and precise in your calculations, as evaluators will scrutinize your budget closely.
Avoid inflating your numbers or including vague expenses. Instead, justify each cost by linking it to specific project activities. For example, if you're budgeting for marketing, explain how these efforts will help you reach your target audience.
Remember, a well thought out budget demonstrates that your project is both feasible and financially responsible.
EU programs often prioritize projects that are both innovative and sustainable. Highlight how your project introduces new ideas, approaches, or technologies. For example, are you using AI to solve a problem or introducing a novel method to reduce waste?
Sustainability is equally important. Show how your project benefits with extent beyond its immediate duration. Will it create lasting social change, build ongoing partnerships, or provide resources that others can use in the future?
Demonstrating both innovation and long-term impact will make your proposal more compelling.
Another crucial tip is to align your proposal with the priorities of the program. Every European Union initiative has specific goals, whether it's promoting inclusion, advancing digital transformation, or tackling climate change.
Study the program guidelines carefully and tailor your proposal accordingly. Use language and terminology from the project's documentation to show that your project is a perfect fit.
For example, if the project emphasizes fostering youth employment, highlight how your project directly addresses this issue through training or mentorship opportunities.
Finally, write your proposal in clear and engaging language. Avoid jargon or overly technical terms that might confuse evaluators. Instead, focus on presenting your ideas in a way that's easy to understand.
Use visual like charts, graphs, or infographics to convey complex information quickly and effectively. For instance, a timeline and budget breakdown can make your proposal more professional and accessible.
Remember, the goal is to make your proposal not only informative, but also memorable.
Let's pause for an activity. Think about a project idea you have. How would you define its objectives and demonstrate its impact? For example, if your idea is to create a community recycling program, what measurable outcomes could you include? Take
a moment to jot down your thoughts. If you'd like, share your ideas with the group or reflect on how you might apply these tips to your own proposal. Before we wrap up, let's discuss some common pitfalls to avoid. Vague objectives. Goals like increase awareness or improve conditions are too broad. Be specific and measurable. Don't include unnecessary details that could dilute your main points.
If you applied before and received feedback, incorporate it into your new proposal. Ignoring past critics can hurt your chances. Preparing a strong proposal takes time. Rushing through the process often results in errors or omissions.
A successful project proposal clearly defines objectives, highlights impact, builds strong partnerships, and aligns with program priorities. By following these tips, you can create a compelling case for why your project deserves support.
We've reached the conclusion of this module. Over the past sessions, we've explored the business model canvas, divided into European programs for young entrepreneurs, and examined the EU project lifecycle. Each of these topics provides valuable tools and insights to help you succeed in your entrepreneurial journey.
That's right. Whether you're developing a business idea, applying for funding, or managing a project, these frameworks and programs give you the structure and support you need to turn your vision into reality. Let's take a moment to recap the key takeaways.
The business model canvas helps you map out your business on a single page, ensuring that every aspect from customer segments to cost structure is aligned and optimized. It's a dynamic tool that evolves as your business grows.
Next, we explored the European programs for entrepreneurs, such as Erasmus Plus and the European Solidarity Corps. These programs offer funding, training, and networking opportunities, empowering you to launch impactful projects and connect with like-minded individuals across Europe.
The EU project lifecycle provides a clear roadmap for successfully managing funded initiatives, from proposal preparation to reporting and dissemination. Understanding this process ensures that your project delivers measurable results and create long-term value.
Now that we've covered the theory and tools, let's talk about actionable next steps. Here's how you can apply what you've learned. Use the business model canvas to outline your idea. Identify your customer segments, value propositions, and key resources. This exercise will give you clarity and direction. Research which programs align with your goals. Visit their official websites, review the eligibility criteria, and identify potential partners or collaborators.
If you have a project idea, start drafting a proposal. Focus on clear objectives, measurable impact, and alignment with program priorities. Remember, even a rough draft is a great starting point. Connect with peers, mentors, and organizations that can support your journey. Attend workshops, join online forums, or reach out to potential partners in your field.
Let's also address some common questions participants might have. What if I don't have a fully developed idea? That's okay. Many EU programs offer resources to help you refine your concept. Start with a broad goal and narrow it down as you learn more. How do I find partners? Look for organizations or individuals with complementary skills. Online platforms, networking events, and university programs are great places to start.
What if the proposal isn't accepted? Don't be discouraged. Use the feedback you receive to improve your idea and try again. The application process itself is a valuable learning experience.
Before we wrap up, let's take a moment to reflect. Think about one key insight or tool you've gained from this module. How will you apply it to your business or project?
As we close, remember that entrepreneurship is a journey. It's about taking small, intentional steps toward your goals, learning from challenges, and staying open to new opportunities. The tools and resources we've discussed today are here to support you along the way.
The European Union's emphasis on innovation and collaboration creates a thriving environment for young entrepreneurs. By leveraging these programs and frameworks, you're not only building a business, but also contributing to societal progress.
Thank you for your engagement throughout this module. We are excited to see how you apply these insights to your own entrepreneur journey. Thank you for your engagement throughout this module. We are excited to see how you apply these insights to your own entrepreneur. Thank you for your engagement throughout this module. We are excited to see how you apply this insight to your own journey. Don't hesitate to reach out if you have any questions or need guidance moving forward.
Best of luck with your ideas and projects. The future is yours to shape.